Physical therapists are treated horribly under student loan rules. Here's why. The APTA mandated that all new physical therapists are going to have the DPT degree, which often takes 3 years to finish and get. That's 3 years of tuition going to universities when you, prior to that, could have done a master's degree program and come out with less debt. So now more debt is the norm. Sure, you might be able to go part-time or work a little bit to try to offset some of the cost, but the reality is a DPT program can be pretty expensive. Once you tack on the costs of tuition and the living expenses for a 3-year program, even at an in-state school, it's easy to come out with $120,000 of DPT student loan debt. Now, some physical therapists come out with significantly more than that. We frequently see $150,000 to $200,000 of student loan debt from our physical therapist clients that we make student loan plans for, because some of them had to go to post-bac programs to get the prereqs necessary to qualify for the DPT degree. The balances, when they're that high, are challenging for physical therapists to handle because the typical physical therapist income might be somewhere between $60,000 and $100,000 to start, and often the salaries don't really increase that much from there. It's more of like an inflation level increase, and your only ability to move up in the profession is maybe you're managing a rehab or something like that, but it's certainly not a exponential salary scale like it is in some professions. So what is a DPT to do when you graduate with this kind of debt? Well, you could try to get a job at a not-for-profit employer and benefit from the PSLF program. The only problem is there's not quite as many jobs available for DPTs as there are for physicians, who over 50% of physicians are set up to benefit from the PSLF program by the structure of physician employment being almost all hospital-based. Now, for DPTs, the employment is a lot more fragmented, so you may or may not be working in a private facility that's a for-profit. And if you are working in a for-profit, then you do not have access to the PSLF program. In that case, you want to think about how much you owe relative to your debt. So if you have over 1.5 times your income in student loan debt, and you will for the foreseeable future, even taking a spouse into account, then you might want to craft a loan forgiveness strategy, pay for 20 to 25 years, and pay a tax bump at the end of it. Now, if you have less than that, then you could utilize our cashback refinancing links listed at the bottom of this physical therapist article that's linked to on the YouTube channel in the comments section. And you could click around and see what kind of lower interest rates you could get on your modest DPT student debt, so that you could cut your interest rate by 1 or 2% and save thousands of dollars over the course of your loan repayment. So for DPTs, people seem like they care a lot more about maximizing revenue. The administrators for the school, they care more about that than they do about giving you a reasonable amount of money to pay back when you graduate. So may the buyer beware. If you're going to become a physical therapist, the demand is there, but you're not going to make monster amounts of money, and you could come out owing a lot more than you bargained for in student debt. So get a plan. We make custom plans for DPT physical therapists. Just reach out to us on our contact button on our website in the bottom right-hand corner on studentloanplanner.com. We'll be happy to give you information about how we might be able to help, because figuring out your physical therapist student loans is hard enough without all the misinformation and the confusing stuff that goes on with your loan servicer giving you bad info, and then you're just watching the loan balance grow and grow and grow, or you feeling like you're not making very much progress paying back the debt. So that's what we really specialize in, helping people get over mentally and break through that mental barrier, and what they need to do so they can achieve their life goals, like buying a house, starting a family, etc. So hope to hear from you. Share in the comments your experience as a DPT physical therapist and what the debt in the profession has done to your career, if anything, and we'll look forward to hearing from you. I'm Travis with Student Loan Planner.